It's a big story. I'm sure you have heard it all. I'm sure you've run into all sorts of controversies around Genesis. Let's get those out of the way so we can actually hear God's voice coming through Adam and Eve. So repeat after me, if you will. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
If it took 7 days.
If it took 7 days.
Or 13 billion years.
Or 13 billion years.
See, God's message is strong enough to shine through any of that mess. Repeat after me. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
If they were flesh and blood.
If they were flesh and blood.
Or a big holy metaphor.
Or a big holy metaphor.
God's message not only strong enough, but is true enough to shine through whatever arguments we have about. But it doesn't matter today if they ate the apple or some magical fruit. It doesn't matter today if it was a snake or a Satan or their conscience they were talking to. It doesn't matter today that Adam's name means dust man from the dust, or that Eve's name means living, or it doesn't really matter how we take that and understand the story through that. It doesn't matter today if this whole story is really a metaphor about puberty or industrialization or whatever. That's what scholars believe, by the way. Another day, we can talk about that. You can come to my office. We can argue about it all you want. Some of you do that. But for today, God's going to be strong enough. God's message is going to be true enough to find a path through all that and to try to illuminate something in your life, to push away whatever darkness might be there. So you heard from Mark, chapter 2. From the dust of the ground, it's not been good that man should be alone. So bone of my bone, and flesh of my flesh. This is not just Adam and Eve. It's not just a couple. This is humankind is made to be together. From the dust, from the messy, we all deal with this. From the lifeless, from the empty, to breath, to relationship, to community, to support, to beauty. Are you with me so far?
Amen.
That's where we're starting. But that's not all, because chapter 3, from life and beauty, things get complicated. Don't you hate when life gets complicated? Has anyone's life been complicated this week? Has anyone got some complication in their life that they just would prefer that we could just, check that box, get rid of it? Something must have happened to Eve. We don't know what, but something happened, and all of a sudden, she's standing in front of this tree of knowing too much for her own good, and she is just making excuses. She's looking at that tree, and she's thinking, it's really pretty. And God said not to do this. And then she adds a bunch of rules that God didn't really say. She said, and maybe if I just take a bite, it won't be that bad. Because it really looks like it's tasty, and I'm just going to do a little bite. And boom, they realize. What do they realize? It's Family First Sunday, Kathleen. You said naked. I just wanted someone else to say that because I didn't want to say it. Yes, they realize that, and immediately they are ashamed. For the first time in human history, they're ashamed. So what do they do when they're ashamed? What's the next thing they do? They hide. They run. They hide. Which is really dumb. Hide from God. In a garden. God finds him. And God asks the man, what's up? And what does the man do? Blames his wife. That's right. Yep. Women are paying attention. So then God comes to the woman and says, what's up? What does the woman do?
Blames the snake.
Blames the snake. And don't you know if God had come to the snake would have blamed. Well, would have blamed God. The snake would have blamed God. That's how blame works. When you're in a crisis, that's how blame works. It goes in that direction, it goes in that direction, over here. It ties us in knots. After excuses, after hiding from our difficulties, blame ties us in knots. Have you been there?
Yes.
Church, have you been there?
Yes.
We've all been there. We've made excuses. We've hidden from our problems. And we blamed everyone and everything. So from dust to life together to conflict and pain. And the rest of the Bible, that's the beginning. That's the whole thing. The rest of the Bible, the rest of our lives is trying to figure out how to deal with all that. Trying to figure out how to listen to God better. Trying to figure out how to follow God's dream for our life. Trying to make it, not like Eden. Like Eden's this thing back there. Our job, our goal, this church, our point is to try to make it more on earth as it is in heaven. Yes, on earth we deal with all these struggles, all these pains, and heaven is an image of peace and love and grace. We're not trying to make it perfect without difficulty. We're trying to make it joyful within the real stuff we deal with. That's our goal here. That's the setup. Genesis 1 through 3, if the Bible was like Mission Impossible, this is where this, like, you see all the action and then all of a sudden the song starts playing. This is where the credits roll. Right after what Mark read. Right after the first how they treat you, how nothing ever works out the way you want. And every day, you wake up, you try to do the right thing. And by breakfast time, you've done something that even to your standards aren't good enough. But you know the thing about little things? They're little. That's why you pay me big bucks, really. The little things can wear you down, absolutely. The little things can just keep it, like peck you to death like mean ducks and just get you down. But I'm not worried about the little things today. I'm not worried about anger or lack of compassion. I'm not worried about how you're going to pay for this or what you're going to do about that. I'm not worried about the cacophony of injustice we face in this world. I'm not worried about the things that will show up over and over, because they will show up over and over. The little things are the things that show up over and over. Today I'm worried about the big things. Well, not the things that are going to wear you down, the things that will knock you down. If you get that call at 2 a.m. in the morning, ring, ring, ring. I'm sorry, there's been an accident. Your blood just turns cold. The doctor walks in and says, I wish I had better news. And those tears are just shaped different, aren't they? Your partner comes out and says, that's it, we're done. Your boss lets you go, the towers fall down. She's raped, he dies. What now? I had all these plans in my life. And now, what do? We never expected to face any of this, and it's right in front of us. In a blink of an eye, life is upside down. What now? You start by making excuses. Trying to get out of it. It can't be. You got to run the numbers again. No, you've got the wrong phone number, because it can't be, because my friend is over here. There has to be a way we can just fix it. Let's just sew some leaves together. Let's find a way we can just fix it. Or you run away and you hide. Alone. Maybe with a bottle. Maybe with something to take your mind off it. Off what? Off the shame, off the fear, off the grief. You run away and you tell yourself when you're all alone, you tell yourself, I'm strong enough to deal with this, while your knees are bruised and bloody from falling down. Or this is the worst, when you start blaming each other, blaming the people you love. If you wouldn't have done this, then that wouldn't have happened. And then you come back, well, if you wouldn't have done that, I wouldn't have done this. And all of a sudden, you carry alone the pain that it was hard enough to carry together. Or eventually we all get to this. It just ain't fair. It's just not fair. I did all the right things. It shouldn't have happened. God, where were you? I hope we won't have to face that stuff lately, but I know we have, I know we will. I know some of us are. And it always seems to happen in my life, at least in my life, that when there's one thing frustrating over here and there's a problem over here I can barely deal with, and I'm working so hard to manage my life already, and then boom, I got to drop it all. I got to deal with that. That thing takes priority. All this other stuff that's been driving me nuts, got to let it go. Got to face this. You hear those pronouns in that paragraph? I, my. How do we start out in Genesis? From dust to life together. That's how we're created to be. And when did pain and conflict come in? Once we started to try to go it alone. Once we started to try to identify this independence, this power, this rights, idolizing our independence, idealizing this capacity to manage, digging our own graves. Now for me, when life hits the fan, a little part of my response, for those of you who know me, it's not surprising that my first reaction is not like feelings, how do we feel about this? My first reaction is, let's fix this. It's, let's put Humpty Dumpty back together again. Can you put Humpty Dumpty back together? No. I can fix the unfixable because I'm me. Nope. And then this other little part of me, it's just a little part, but some of you, when the stuff hits the fan, you go to sadness. Some of you, when the stuff hits the fan, you go to anger at all the wrong people. This wasn't supposed to happen. The fingers start shaking. So I'm going to take it out on anyone in my path. Anyone. Some of you sometimes. Another little part of me is scared of what this means for all my plans. And I can't help but think about what this is going to do there, how I'm going to fix this, how I'm going to do that, and my mind just races off in 20 directions, and I bite my little fingernails, and I worry, and I spin my wheels, and that never helps. But the biggest part of me, and not if you agree, the biggest part of me, I don't immediately ask God for help. I tell God to butt out. Because natural reaction and really dumb. And it's a lie. I hear it all the time. I hear it, and there's going to be an amen from the back corner back there. God will never give me more than I can handle. Amen?
Amen.
Wrong. Eric, maybe that's the case with you, but 27 times in my life, and once this week, I'm smack in the middle of it again. More than I can handle is the snake talking. It's a lie. God always gives me more than I can handle. But if I pay attention to Adam and Eve, the message that God is telling through them, God will never give me more than we can handle together. Amen? That's the truth. Bone my bones, flesh my flesh. When they supported each other, when they took care of each other, when they carried each other off the battlefields, through anything. It's not just couples. We can make this. You can make this about couples if you want. If you want to narrow that down, but it's not. This is about humankind. When the stuff hits the branch and the branch hits you, you can go hide and try to rely on all you got. And it might work for once in a while. It has worked for many of us once in a while. For many of us, the only reason we're here is because we're tough. And that gift sometimes becomes our biggest liability. Because God designed us to reach out to the people we trust, to the people who love us, to the people who've been there before. You can play like you're tough enough. I do it. You can try to live as God intended the whole time. Together, from dust to life. Together through the conflict and pain. So what we learned from Adam and Eve, when the world falls apart, we stick together. When the world knocks you to your knees, you reach out to someone. Oh, but Hansen, I don't have anyone like that. Yeah, you do. You look around. Reach out when you're in trouble. But Hansen, I'm too private to do that. Yeah, me too. Me too. Because I'm not going to tell you the crap that's been going on in my life. I'm not. But I'm going to let you know it's happening. It's none of your business what I'm dealing with. And I really don't want your advice. Every time you've been in trouble, you don't want my advice. You ask for it, but what you really want is just somewhere to come and talk. But Hansen, what do I say? Yeah, that's a perfect question. When you're at the edge of that abyss, because showing up with the people you're created to be with, that's so raw, it's so vulnerable, it's so honest. Don't practice what you just say it. And remember maybe what God says about being stuck without words in Romans 8. When we do not know how to pray as we should, the Spirit intercedes with sighs too deep for words. That's a spirit I want to trust. That's a spirit that I'm trying to trust. And if you want to do that, together, as a church, from the dust to life, through all the conflict and pain this world throws at us, to the dream God has for us, that's the journey we're on.